So today I'm going over the 2024 Honda CR-V EXL, the all-wheel drive version. You can get this car in the all-wheel drive if you want to, but in this case I only want to use all-wheel drive. So one couple things I want to go over is the things features-wise, things that you get shown during delivery and you forget over time because you're not around these cars every day. You forget things. Happens to me, happens to everybody. So first thing I want to go over is the key fob. So when you buy a new one, you should be getting two key fobs. As you can see on the back of it, there's a 2. The other key fob will say 1. What that does, it will save your settings and your seating as well. So you, your spouse, a friend, whoever else uses the key fob, if you're the primary driver, you want to use the key fob 1, give the second one to whoever's got the secondary driver. So you and that other person can have different settings, and whatever car unlocks the car, it will also, the moment you turn on the car, adjust that seat to the driver, whoever key fob's opening at 1 or 2. And you guys can also have different settings as well. So some people like walk away auto lock, that one that the moment you step out of the car locks the car for you. Some people don't like it, some people do. So you have memory seats and key 1 and key 2. You can have that on and off if someone feels different about the feature. So first thing I want to go over is the remote start. So you can lock the car twice, then you press and hold the circle right here. You see a flash indicating the car took the signal. Then it will turn on and give you multiple flashes indicating the car is on. So what that does, it stays on for 10 minutes. It actually takes the temperature from the outside and makes it cold or hot inside. Let's say you change your mind, you don't want to go out anymore, you would just press the circle only, turns off the car. One thing I like to do in the summertime when it gets really warm inside, you know how it really gets extremely hot inside the car. What I like to do before I go out, I click unlock twice and then hold. And the longer I hold it, the more the windows will drop. Just like that. And you keep holding it, also the sunroof. And then obviously I like to remote start the car. This is the cool down period. But we must start the car so the vents can start going and take out all the heat inside the car. So this is the interior of the car. So another thing with the EXL that you get, you also get parking sensors, which is really nice in case you sometimes need to a reminder how close you are to an object or anything like that. Parking in reverse in a really tight parking spot, so you get in the front and sides and on the back as well. With the EXL, you also get a power tailgate, so you just press and hold the tailgate button, opens it for you. So this is the trunk area of the EXL. So you have a little 12-volt outlet right here, little bit of storage, the carpet mats that comes with the car, and the back seats are adjustable. You can also bring them down so you can have more space in the trunk. So let me actually put one down for you. So then you'll have all that space in the back. So on the back, you can have it flat like this, just in case you have boxes, you don't want them to move back and forth. Or you can actually lift it up and have it flat. One thing I like about the tailgate is that you can actually adjust the height. So you have a low garage and you need a little more space, you can actually program it a little lower. You will press and hold this, then you hear 2 beeps, and that's confirming that the tailgate is programmed. You can always change the height if you want to. If you want it higher again, press and hold, 2 beeps, it's programmed. So every time you open the tailgate, it will go to this height. To close it, you can either press the button, close it. You can use the key fob again, press and hold and put the gate down. There's also something inside. If you have the key fob, there's a little button right here that's pretty long, that's to unlock it. And there's a little button right here to lock it in case you are done. So let me close it. I'll press the little button. Car's locked. So as long as the car is unlocked, which the good thing is you can use your key fob, you can also press your hand in here, unlock it. There's 3 little lines right there. You can lock it that way too. But if the car is unlocked, this will be unlocked as well. And now this is capless. So what that means, there's no more cap. Just pop this open, put the pump in there. When you're done, close it. And if you're worried about someone opening it, as long as the car is locked, this will now open. So this is the basic area. You have 2 USB-Cs right there. So quick charging stations right there. You have your handle right here to put the seats down. One thing is that you have this seat belt right here. So most people don't use it. You can actually store it away right on top. What I like what they did with this here is that you can actually recline the seats if you want to. Long road trips, you want to take a nap in the back, you can. And you have your armrest right here with cup holders. And you can actually remove this if you want to. So this will be your key. There's a little gap right there. So you'll put the key right in there. And then it will come out. Store it right here. There's like little inserts there. Right here. And then you can just store it away. Nice and clean. Another thing you have standard on the car is blind spot assist. So it's on this side and that side. There's a little car emblem. This will light up orange or yellow, indicating that I was in your blind spot. So as long as you have the key in your pocket, you can adjust the seat. So let me turn on the car. Okay. So I can adjust my seat the way I want it. Let's say I got it comfortable where I want it. As long as you, like I mentioned, you have the key fob. They have set 1 and 2. So what you want to do, you click set, and whichever key fob you're using. In this case, I have 2. I'll click number 2. So my seats are programmed. So this is a telescopic steering wheel. So what that means, you can adjust the steering wheel. There's a little handle right here. You pull it down. You can go forward, back, up, and down, and just adjust it the way you want it. And then once you're done, just pull it back up. You have your controls right here with the windows, lock and unlock, then your mirror controls. And like I said, you can also open your trunk from here. You will press and hold that button. It will show you right there that the trunk is open. And then once you're done, you can press and hold it again. It will close it for you. So here you have a digital display. It's interactive and it's all controlled by this side. So you can click home. It takes you to this screen right here. So you can scroll up and down. And then when you want to select, you press on this little spinner. And there you go. That's how you select. So home, select, and press to select. This can be used to connect to Siri once you set up your phone. In this case, again, I'll make a separate video on it because I only have one phone to work with. I will show how to do Android Auto and then do Apple CarPlay. And in this case, this one's wireless, which is really nice. So you'll just go to the settings, go to Bluetooth, and you'll search for Honda CR-V. It will connect for you. It's like setting up Bluetooth the same way. But I'll do a video on it once I get a second phone. And your temperature controls, which I'll go all over. And then you have your volume up, volume down, skip to your next preset. And then here you have all your safety features. First, let me go over the interactive. Just to show you how that works. So you click home. So we gotta go over the driver attention monitor. So you guys can see there's 4 lines. So 4 full bars means you're perfect to drive. 3 bars, you're okay. 2 bars, the car's gotta tell you to take a break. 1, the car will not stop bothering you until you actually stop and take a break somewhere. So how does it know the way you're driving? It depends if you're keeping a constant speed and the way you're steering the car. Next one will be your all-wheel drive torque distribution. So this just basically shows you how the power is being distributed. So like I'm gonna put it in drive real quick, go forward, I'm pressing on the gas, and it shows what's being distributed to the car. Next one will be your seat belts, and you want to see who has their seatbelt on. It will show you, like me in this case, I don't have my seatbelt on, so it shows a red character. Once I put my seatbelt on, it turns green. Maintenance. So Honda recommends to come do your oil change around 6,000 or 6 months, whichever comes first. Just do your oil change. Safety support. So this is where you turn on and off all your safety features. Like in this case, the little logo is filled up with all green lines because everything's turned on. You want to scroll down, you can actually turn them off. So like first one's lane departure. So the moment you start drifting away from the lines, it will let you know lane departure, and slightly like this, like it's really like slightly tilts you back into the road. You can always overpower it. You can also turn up your blind spot sensor, so the little sensors right there on the side. You can turn those off if you really don't like them. I don't see why you wouldn't, but in case you don't like them, you can turn them off. You have the slow speed follow-ups, so that's for your cruise control when you're setting up. So if you set up cruise control normally, let's say you're following a car right behind you, the car will adjust to the speed. So let's say both of you are going 60 miles per hour, the car in front of you decides to go down to 50, the car will automatically adjust to 50 miles per hour. That car in front of you stops, the car will stop, but obviously you have to set up cruise control to get that up. So the little emblem is on right now, so this little emblem is right there. So I just have to set it up. The thing is, I can only set it up when I'm driving. Next one is your parking sensors. So you want to turn on and off your parking sensor, so the thing that when you get close to an object, it will start beeping at you. You want to get used to turning this off when you're going through like a car wash, because you don't want to hear the car beeping constantly for you. And the next one is the pre-collision system. So what that does, let's say you're driving, car in front of you all of a sudden starts to press on the brakes. You don't see it, the car will warn you saying brake, brake, brake. Let's say you don't pay attention, the car will brake for you, so you won't get into an accident. Alright, next one is just in case you don't want to see anything, you can just leave it like that, and those letters will disappear. Just in case you want to go back to old school, you don't want to see anything. Brightness, you can adjust your brightness from right here. You can actually customize this, so you can actually remove some, like you don't want to see speed and time, because you will never want to see it, you never got to use it, you can take it off. Warnings, like in this case, there's none. And then you have your range and fuel. So right now, this one is almost to half a tank, so you have 170 miles of gas. Your average fuel level, A and B. You can see that from there. Speed and time, just to keep track of your speed and average, your average speed and your time. Your audio, obviously it's off, so let me turn it on. You can go up and down, and like I mentioned, you can just skip and go to the next preset. Then your phone will show which one's connected. Navigation will just show you a compass. It's more used for CarPlay, if I'm being honest. It will show you how much longer, or will show you CarPlay being used. And then we're back to where we started. Okay. Next one is your safety features right here on this side. So you have the cruise control. You know it's on because you see the emblem. If it's off, it won't show up right there. And then you also have your lane keeping assist, which is right there. Will appear right there once you start driving. Let's see if it picks it up here in the parking lot. It will show 2 lanes indicating that it detects the lanes, but in this case, it knows I'm in the parking lot, so it won't show it. But the moment you start driving onto the actual road, it will give you 2 lines indicating that it detected the lines. So you have to be going between 45 to 90 miles per hour, and then the lines will appear in green. And then you gotta feel the steering wheel getting stiffer. Reason is because they keep your center when you're driving. Okay, so here you have your sunroof controls, which is right there. So one hard top back, You want to make it stop, click it again. You want to make it stop forward. To close it, and you want to tilt it, you press that button, and there you go. And then forward, close it. You have your sunglass holder right here. And then your mirror controls, you want to leave it in the middle in case you want the lights to come on when you open the doors or when you turn off the car. And then your mirror is actually a dimming mirror, so that would beam down when someone's behind you with really bright lights so you can still see behind you. So this would be your entertainment system. Wireless CarPlay, you'll click it on this and then go to connect new device, and then you'll go to your Bluetooth, you go to settings, Bluetooth, and then you'll look for CRV. Then click it, pair it, and that will be set up for you. So radio, you have FM. What I like is that you don't have to click tune anymore. All you have to do is click tune and put the radio station that you want. And click enter, set it up like that. Setting up a preset is pretty simple. You would just go, press and hold, and then it will change right over. And you can add multiple presets if you want to. So here as well, same thing. You can just set it up for Bluetooth. You can go through the steps and it will connect for you. And one thing I do want to go over is your general settings. So common things you'll use, like smartphone connections, in case you get a new phone, you want to connect, or you want to connect someone else's phone. You can connect up to 6 devices on CarPlay and Android Auto. You can have your regular Bluetooth in case you don't want to use CarPlay as well. And now let's go to settings. So like I mentioned, everything's gotta be safe to key fob driver 2. In case you get like a little, like you don't have air on the tires, you get the little symbol, you fill it up with air, you have to go here, TPMS calibrator, and then calibrate, and then to get rid of that light. So I don't go over all the settings, I just go over the ones you'll pretty much use, which is the keyless access. So when you put your hand inside the handle, it will only open your door or all doors. I don't know, earlier you saw me struggling open the back doors because I only had it on driver door only, or I can just have it up for all doors if I want to. So every time I put my hand inside, it will unlock all the doors instead of only the driver door. When you put your hand inside, it gives you a beep and a flashing. You can obviously turn either or off if you want to. And in case you don't want to use remote start, you can also turn that off, which is really nice in case you move from Illinois to like Florida, for example. Then you have your doors and window controls. So when you do, let's say to lock the car, once you hit 10 miles per hour, the car will lock the doors for you, or once you go through a different gear like neutral, drive, sport, you can set it up that way. It will unlock the doors for you once you open your driver door, once you go into park, or once you turn off the car. I tend to do this one and this one. So basically, the moment I go through a different gear, everything's locked since we're right here already. So this is your reverse camera with your parking sensors right there. Let's say you want to see it, you can just go on that and have the bigger screen for the reverse camera. So the reverse camera has different looks. So this is the wide view, normal, and then the bumper view. What this one is here on this side, the little blue car with the lines next to it. So what this is solar sensors on the back. So let's say we're backing up like we're doing right now. There's a car coming from either my left or right. It will give me arrows and beeping indicating that the car is coming. So that's good if you are in a parking lot and there's bigger cars next to you, you can see what's coming. It's nice to have. And then once I go to park, everything's unlocked. So that's why I like it. Next one is the walkaway auto lock. So this is the one I was talking about earlier. I'll turn it on and show you. Basically, let's say I just got home, I turn off the car, get out of the car, I have the keys with me in my pocket, close the doors, one beep, we walk away, second beep, the car's locked, so I don't even have to worry about locking my car anymore. Let's say you leave the keys inside the car, it will not lock, which is pretty nice. Okay. So here are your heated seats. You have for the driver and passenger side. Temperature controls are right here. So here's the fan speed, which I like it right there in the middle. You have your front and rear defroster with your side mirror as well. So that will heat up, so you don't have to worry about that in the winter time. This is where you turn on and off your AC, where the air is gonna flow from, and to keep the air inside. You have a wireless charging pad, so you just place your phone. If you have a case on it, just make sure it's MagSafe, so it can actually charge your phone for you. You have a USB-C connection, and a 12-volt outlet as well right there. So here you have different driving modes. So, like right now I'm in normal. Oops. So you can switch it. You have Eco, which will basically lower down the transmissions, make the RPMs hold a little longer, so you can save a little bit more gas. And snow mode, in case there's a snowstorm going out there, you can put the car in snow. So I don't know if you guys ever driven around the streets and seen when you come to a stop sign, car turns off and it turns back on the moment the guy lets go of the brake. Basically, you can, that car comes with this. Unless you don't like that, you can press this and turn it off. The catch is you have to turn it off every single time. This one is the downhill assist. So essentially, you're going down a stiff downhill. You can turn that on so the car can adapt, so it's not pushing itself. You have your e-brake. Press up, locks it. You can see it right there as well. Brake. You can release it by pressing the brake and pressing this down. Or you can actually have your seatbelt on and just drive away. Just put it in driver reverse, it will automatically take it off for you. Another thing I want to go over is the brake hold. So for that, you have to have your seatbelt on. You put on brake hold. It will say brake hold right there. My reverse. This a little bit just so I can show you where brake hold is. So when you're driving, this is perfect for stop and go traffic. Drive, I come to a complete stop, you see hold. So I can take my foot off the brake. Once I hit the gas, it will disappear. And then once I come to a complete stop again, and I see hold, that means I can take my foot off. So it's nice when you have stop and go traffic. So you can only use it when you have your seatbelt on. If I take it off, it will turn it off. And in this case, I forgot to put it back in park. The car will turn on the e-brake by itself. So park. Yeah. Any thoughts, questions, please let me know. Obviously, the rest is just your cup holders and all your space down here. But any question, please let me know. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh wait, yep, your lights. So you have bright side mirrors. You want to most likely leave it in auto because that will turn on the headlights automatically for you, and also your high beams automatically. You have your sunroof, your wipers up, swipe down is the different levels, and then you twist the tip. That's for the back one. But yeah. Oh, and then I don't know if I mentioned it, well, with your automatic headlights, you also get your automatic high beams, which is really nice. But yeah, any questions, please let me know. I may retake this eventually, but yep, bye.